Why Steve Bannon was, forced to resign. Bannon did the worst thing that anyone has ever done to Donald Trump in Donald Trump's life. Bannon stole Donald Trump's phone and changed his password so he couldn't access Twitter. Oh my God! It caused such a ruckus. Trump started screaming and yelling. We're all looking for the phone. No one could find the phone. And then, we looked at the security tape and we saw that Bannon took it out of the office. So then we go question Bannon, and Bannon's like, yeah, I have it. Then he realizes his bag's gone and someone stole his bag. He looks at his car. It looks like someone stole out of the trunk of his car. We were like, well, where'd you go? He's like, I went straight home. The only thing I stopped for is that I stopped at the liquor store to pick up a fifth. That's the only time I was out of my car. The building's secure. So we figured when he was at the liquor store, someone stole his bag. But then the phone was gone, and so Trump even went more berserk. Oh, it was crazy. We thought World War III was going to happen. We thought he was going to unleash the military and the nukes just to get the phone back. The threat level was raised. So we all told him, well, we're going to go into the Situation Room and we'll figure this out. You need to calm down. He was like, just find the effing phone. We're like, okay, we're going to find the phone. We're going to find the phone. So then, all the world leaders started calling. I think the new president of Mexico, Trudeau, Macron, Merkel, the Queen, I think it's President Xi of China. They all started calling because they knew, Trump will probably spare his family, but the rest of us, he's going to take his wrath out on all of us if we don't get this phone back. So, we tried all the spy agencies, Mossad, MI6, CIA. None of them knew where that phone was. And so we're thinking we're going to have to, go outside the box and find someone who has access and is connected. So I mentioned Pee Wee Herman. And, of course, they were like, well, you think he knows? I'm like, I can call him. And I called, and thank God he picked up. Oh my God, thank God, because everybody was on pins and needles. You could hear when he picked up. It was tense. It was very tense. So then I asked him, do you know where the phone is? Donald Trump's phone. Bannon took it. He's like, oh yeah, I know. This dude took it out of the back of his, took Bannon's bag out of the trunk of his car. Yeah, I know where the phone is. I'm like, really? Yeah, let me double check though. And so he put the phone down. Because Pee Wee's connected. Dark web, deep state, spy agencies, hackers, Mexican mafia, Italian mafia, Russian, all the mafias, cartels. Every knows him. He knows everyone else. That's why he gets information. So thank God he told us where the phone was, and Melania, Tiffany, and Rock are ready to suit up and just go take the phone from whoever had it, because they're such badasses. They just figure they just knock people out and just get the phone back. But it turned out Pee Wee dropped the bombshell when he said, yeah, it's under a Miss Pac-Man machine in a Chunky Cheese in Virginia. We're like, no, we can't send them 3 in because they'll just beat up all the kids. And, it'll be a public relations nightmare if we have all these little children with broken bones and limping and crawling because, they didn't know the phone was there, but, it was there for situation, excuse me. Getting to that machine and they're all running around, getting thrown aside by Melania, Tiffany, and Ivanka. So then the Queen suggested that we send in Prince George and Princess Charlotte. So I was okay with that. Everyone was okay with that. That was good. And I guess they've had training. They've had their spy training and stuff and infiltration and all that. So it was good. It was good. If this was going to be their first mission, who knew it was going to be so critical? And so we got them on the private jet. They flew over. They landed. They were very cute, especially that Charlotte. She was very professional. And we took them out there. We had Tiffany, Ivanka, and Melania there. We dressed them down. We put them in Prada and stuff. We didn't want them in eye black and fatigue to scare all the other parents. But if a parent did happen to jump in, we wanted them to take them down. And then Charlotte, we got there. We opened the door. We let them in. Charlotte was in and out. George was in. They were both in and out. We were like, wow. We were so surprised they got that phone so quick. But Charlotte, she's a professional. She's a real pro. She's going somewhere. And so we got the phone back to Trump, and I think and it was good because he had the football in front of him. He had the nuclear football coach in front of him. We had the phone, and he was like, oh. Well, I didn't have to use this, and so we all averted a disaster. But when he found out it was Bannon who took his phone, he was ready. He was ready to go and he was going to hit him with the football. We had to hold him back. And Bannon, Secret Service just went down there and told him to clean out his office. They didn't even tell him to clean out his office. They cleaned him out. They took Bannon and they threw him out on the street. And then they, I think, I'm not sure who took him. I think Mr. Mike Pence. Mike Pence cleaned up his office because Mike Pence was the only one nice enough not to break all his stuff. But that's what happened, and that's why Steve Bannon really was forced to resign. It was a very tense day. It was the worst thing since the Cuban Missile Crisis, and I don't think Bannon's going to be back.